Hi, good evening. Recently, I was reading a Pentecostarian resource page in the internet, and I came across a subject discussing about the resurrection of Jesus Christ. Actually, this article, which I'm going to film, was published on Friday, April the 20th, 2012. Under the heading Unlocking the Mysteries of the Resurrection of Christ. It's a very interesting article. Actually, this article was written in 1934 by Okred from Yugoslavia. And based on this writing, Minister Saint Nikolai Velimirovich delivered a sermon in Russia or Yugoslavia, I think. So I liked it, so I would like to share its message or its content with you. Each Christian feast raises hundreds of questions and gives hundreds of answers. The questions are from men, the answers come from God through the feasts. This is especially true with the feast of Christ's resurrection. Here he opens for us with his keys hundreds of locked doors. For God has more answers than man has questions. He has more keys than man has mysteries. Let us then consider a few such questions. First, why did Christ rise from the dead? Because life could not remain in the grave. 1,000 years before, the prophet foretold concerning Christ. In the Psalms we read, "Nor will you suffer thy Holy One to see corruption." Christ revealed the living God, the Father, to the world. He revealed the heavens, the living realm of angelic hosts. He revealed life after death and the eternal heavenly kingdom. Would then the restorer of life remain in the darkness of the grave and the embrace of death? Christ raised Jairus' daughter and the son of the widow of Naim and Lazarus of Bethany. Would he who raised others not raise up himself? Truly he arose. He could not do otherwise by virtue of his essence, his power, his greatness. Weak is the force of death that aspired to hold down the giver of life in its abyss. Small is the mouth of death that aspired to strangle the bestower of resurrection. Only in the light of the resurrection can one comprehend Christ's deeds on earth, his love for men, and his divinity. Next question. How has the belief in the resurrection of Christ been preserved through so many centuries? In the same way that a well rooted tree withstands the winds, as light is preserved in darkness, and as truth is preserved amidst lies. Third question, is the resurrection of Christ still felt today? It is powerfully felt throughout the entire world, gazing with the eyes of the Spirit at the resurrected Lord. The weak are strengthened, the sorrowful are comforted, the sad rejoice, sinners repent, the wicked are corrected, the impure are cleansed, the persecuted are encouraged, the despondent hope, sufferers pray, and those on their deathbed no longer fear death. Today the Master spoiled hell and raised the prisoners from all ages, whom it had held in bitter bondage. The next question, the fourth question, what are the conditions for our own resurrection? To imitate here on earth Christ and his apostles and all these righteous ones who pleased God according to one's strength and God given talents. To be humble, modest, compassionate, merciful, just, peace loving, and persistent in every virtue. To pray to God, to repent of our sins, to constantly correct ourselves, to read and listen to the joyous news that in the gospel of Christ, to accept every word, to believe all that Christ said, confessed, or promised. And so we can not but have hope that we will rise up in this life from spiritual death and in the life to come, from eternal death. Thus spoke the resurrected Lord. In John chapter 11, verse 25-26 reads as follows: I am the resurrection and the life. He that believes in me, though ye were dead, yet shall he live. Whosoever lives and believes in me shall never die. Let us therefore believe in him, for in him we shall find all the conditions for our resurrection. And so let us fervently say, I believe, O Lord, help me my weak faith. And with joy let us greet one another, brother to brother and sister to sister. Happy Easter to you all.